Welcome to the Know. I'm Turney.
I'm Ryan Haywood.
Gear up, Diamond Dogs. It's time for the latest entry in the saga that is Konami versus Kojima. And this time, Mother Base is down.
I looked for some aluminum foil to tell the story because I felt like we needed tinfoil hats anytime Kojima comes up. But that was a little too soon.
Yeah.
After weeks of rumors, Konami has confirmed in an email to Polygon yesterday that the LA-based Kojima Productions is closed for good. The production outfit, which started in 2013, was renamed to Konami Productions earlier this year when friction between Kojima and Konami became public knowledge.
Did it become public knowledge that they're
Knowledge.
Konami and not Konami?
Konami? Well, you call it, look, potato. Konami? You want to call it Konami?
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to the top. Fine,
No, it's
let's
fine.
go back to the top.
Let's
go back to the top.
We're keeping it.
Too soon.
What did they
Konami.
say? Konami said, Konami has made the decision to close its Los Angeles studio, effective immediately due to the production development resources being restructured into a more centralized unit. This facility contributed to the recent Metal Gear Solid games. Konami will continue its operations to support all Metal Gear Solid titles, including the recently launched Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, and Metal Gear Online.
It's Konami.
Konami.
This is another move in a string of bad looks for Konami. Konami. Now you got me all self-conscious. Konami. Following the release of its critical and commercial hit, Metal Gear Solid 5. In addition to allegedly parting ways with the legendary Hideo Kojima.
Yes, nailed it.
Hideo,
Okay,
I got it. Konami has come under fire for a blistering report from Japanese business publication
Nikkei.
Nikkei, thank you. Thank you for jumping in. There was no way. In the article, translated by Nintendo Life, Nikkei claims that shameful treatment of Konami staff,
Konami.
including forcing lower-performing employees to do janitorial duties and publicly shaming anyone who clocks in a little late after lunch, which I think is something we should start doing here.
We should start doing it here. That would be great.
There was also an incident where someone leaving the company posted about it taking a new job on Facebook, and anyone at Konami who liked the post was punished and reassigned in the company. That even affected high-level managers.
I love that, actually. That's actually something they do in a lot of different Japanese companies. Like, there was a Japanese pop star who was caught smoking, so they kicked her out of the pop star group and made her a secretary at their business.
Oh, they didn't even talk about where they'd go over to the guy's house and they'd roll it.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a real big thing in Japan. Because there's trees.
We get it. Did they send Big Boss around to punch employees to raise morale? Great joke there. According to Nikkei's resources, Konami became very unhappy with Kojima when his team was taking too long to produce Metal Gear Solid 5, with costs exceeding $80 million as of April of this year. That's dollars, not yen, just in case you're wondering.
They should have dipped into the Philosopher's Legacy for some extra funding. Many believe that this displeasure led Konami to force the release of Metal Gear Solid 5 before it was ready, which is why it seems to be missing crucial content in its final act, like the now famous Mission 51, the supposed real ending of the game.
Break out the hats again! More hats!
I wanted them.
Also, no one said anything about him sleeping with anyone, but I know it's the truth. This is getting crazier than... Oh, you know what? Screw it. I missed that joke. Players who brought the collector's edition of Phantom Pain were treated to half-finished cutscenes, concept art, cassette tapes, and even footage from what appears to be a pivotal mission left out of the game's release altogether. We won't spoil it for you here, but you can easily find it on YouTube. But this footage seems to be the missing piece of Mission 51 that would go a long way to tying up most of those dangling story threads left by the game. Still doesn't explain where the rest of Quiet's clothes are, though I'm not complaining.
Loose story threads? Come on, Metal Gear. It really ties into the Quiet thing, right?
Yeah, right? I'm just like pulling a loose story
Well, she had one loose one and just pulled it and it all came off.
It unraveled. It was actually knitted, all of it.
She wears nothing but crochet, so to let the light through. But nonetheless, gamers are petitioning Konami to release the mission, saying that they'll even take it as a paid DLC. So far, the petition has nearly 7,000 signatures. They also urge other players to be very polite to Konami and not to bring up recent controversies, like the fact that Konami made people clean the sweaty gym equipment in the Konami Fitness Center as punishment for underperforming.
But they have a fitness center, so that's pretty cool. You can't hate on that. I wish we had a fitness center.
How many people do you think actually use the Konami Fitness Center?
That's probably... I bet a lot of people do.
I bet that's where Kojima was hooking up with
doing that because nobody would go in there.
Right, it was a private
perfect
space.
room.
Yep.
All right, the world calls for sweat work. We answered. No greater good, no greater cause.
Diamond Dogs!
Yes! Whereas Kojima in all of this, they've shut down his studio, removed his name from the box art, and will probably try to retcon his whole life at some point in the future. Well, Konami is still sticking to its story that he's just on vacation.
Yeah, he's on vacation cleaning the gym. However, Kojima did interrupt his stay at Shadow Moses to give some thoughts about the final act of Metal Gear Solid 5 in reference to the recently released novelization of Metal Gear Solid 5.
I wonder how many pages are spent on... Nope. Screwed that joke up too. On Fultoning Bears.
Oh, good old, it's better than Felching Bears.
Ew, no.
Probably all the pages, all of them. That's what I did 90% of the game.
We're just keeping this train rolling.
Yeah.
Some of Kojima's thoughts shed light on his intentions with Phantom Pain, philosophizing that no matter how popular a series is, someday the end will come. However, that is by no means a parting. Even if you can't touch it, you can feel the influence of that story. A story is a thing without shape, assuming physically nothing is there, nothing to be lost. As long as stories and legends are desired, they will continue forever.
The writing of that game suddenly makes so much more
yeah.
sense to me. It definitely sounds like the talk of a man who's ready to say goodbye to Metal Gear forever. Again. Like 2000, 2001, 2005, 2008, 2009, 2011, and 2014.
He's just getting it all out there.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, on the heels of all this information comes the news today out of Konami that Metal Gear Solid 5 has sold more than 5 million copies, which has really helped bolster the company's performance this year.
So naturally, even though they're focused on making a big switch to mobile, Konami is now actively talking about the next Metal Gear Solid game. Nikkei reports that the company is beginning to plan for what might be Metal Gear Solid 6. An unnamed representative from Konami told Nikkei that when we start development, a large-scale investment will become necessary.
How large is large? Unnamed representative? Is it more than $80 million? This echoes the statement Konami made back in March about the future of Metal Gear, which said, as the next step in the series, Konami has already resolved to develop a new Metal Gear title. We will be conducting auditions for main staff to lead the development. Interested parties are encouraged to contact us via the recruitment page of the Konami official website.
This anonymous figure, who we are choosing to believe was none other than the mysterious cyborg ninja, Gray Fox, did not offer any comment on Kojima's future involvement with the series. However, it is believed that Kojima is under a non-compete clause through the end of the year, which is keeping him from announcing any new project or plans.
Watch out for December, because he's gonna go nuts!
Wah!
That's when Konami will bring out Liquid Kojima, his evil clone twin, who will continue Metal Gear in his stead.
What do you guys think of the potential of a Metal Gear Solid 6 made without solid Kojima? To stay on top of the latest twists and turns from Konami, like this video and subscribe to the channel.
You did it! You said Konami.
Heart you.
Heart you.
Did I do it? Wait, is it this way?
Like this way.
Oh,
yeah.
that's easier.
This is like a
This is
vagina
really-
heart.
This is really contorting
That's
me.
a real heart. If it's a vagina, like it's like real love comes from your vagina.
Oh, I haven't experienced that love.
You're married.